So 55 years ago, you think that 50 is just about as long as anyone could have a career in healthcare. Well, it goes longer than that. So one of our next honoree this evening has reached an extraordinary milestone. Magdalene Waterlander, also known as Maggie, has worked for Lakeland for 55 years. So 55 years ago in 1956, the world was a much different place. Elvis Presley released his first golden album, and it changed the world. Let's listen.
Well, since my baby left me, well, I found a new place to dwell. Well, it's down at the end of Lonely Street, that heartbreak hotel. I'll be just alone again.
Thank you very much. So 1956 was the first year that the American Cancer Society identified a link between smoking cigarettes and lung cancer. Don Larson of the New York pitched the only perfect game in the World Series. In that year, we didn't have computers, we didn't play video game, there was no AstroTurf, no Barbie dolls to play from or play with, and handheld computers were, of course, nowhere around. I think that was the year for the doctors in the room that the measles vaccine first became available. And I believe in 1956, I, along with my twin brother, was either a little wet or a little dirty. But I don't remember. So let's listen to Maggie as she gives us some words of wisdom. And Maggie, could I ask you to come on the stage as we're watching your video?
My name is Magdalene Waterlander, and I work at Medical Records at St. Joseph, Michigan, Lakeland. I've been in medical records all these 55 years with different titles and positions. I've been a file clerk, lead clerk, supervisor, acting director, and a few others that I don't remember. I've seen very many changes. In fact, I'll give you a little rundown. When I first started in medical records, there was 4 employees. The hospital's name's been changed 4 times. There have been 5 administrator or CEOs. There have been 5 constructions and many reconstructions. It made me a little more of an outward person by working there, because when I was a very shy person. In fact, I feel like I am yet, very private. And so by doing different jobs and meeting different people and doing different things, it had me become more outward. Another thing I think is really, was pleased with over the years, that people would say they would call me and get information because they knew they would get the answer, or I would steer them to someone who would get it for them.
Maggie Waterlander, as an associate, is probably one of the most dependable, reliable people I know. Maggie was very flexible and is always willing to help others.
I admire so much about Maggie. I wish I had 100 associates like Maggie. She is dedicated. She loves her job. I don't even have to tell her what to do. She just comes in, she does what needs to be done, and half the time I don't even know when Maggie is there. She punches in, she goes down to the basement, she does everything that needs to be done, and goes home and comes back again and starts all over.
I've enjoyed the work, the people, and I've learned a lot through the years from everybody, and I'm always looking forward to doing my job well, and I would like to see the end results. Some of the advice I'd give to the newer employees coming in is, first of all, love your job. I mean, you're there for a reason, and I think if you put your best foot forward, do your best, and keeping a good attitude, and doing it right the first time, those are some of the things I used to preach when I was a supervisor.
Maggie's very dependable in what she does. She's always there, she's always on time. She's always willing to help us with any project that needs to be done, no matter how glamorous or non-glamorous it is. And although she doesn't work with patients, Maggie still understands that everything she does truly contributes to the patient's safety and their care while they're here in the facility.
What I admire the most about Maggie as an associate is her loyalty to her family, her friends, and Lakeland employees that she works with. And Maggie as a person, what you see is who she is.
I'd like to thank everybody, and that has helped me through the years. And like I say, it's been a very rewarding for me. I would advise anybody to work there. I mean, look how far I come.
Maggie,
Amen.
it's remarkable that your career spans over 50 years. What even makes it more remarkable is that your 55 years of service is with the same organization. Maggie, you are one of a kind. Congratulations.
Maggie, it has been an honor and a privilege to have worked with you these 40 years. God willing, you'll accomplish your next goal in life, 60 years here. God love you.
Maggie, I think you are one of the most wonderful ladies I have ever met. The way you took care of your niece and the way you are so willing to help us and help the younger ones learn what to do in medical records, I just admire you greatly, and I can't say enough to thank you for all the hard, dedicated work that you have given to Lakeland.
I want to thank you for everything you've done for Lakeland and all of your hard work, and I look forward to celebrating with you in 5 years when you hit 60.
I'm very thankful that I was here this long and able to continue. I'm looking forward to more years.
Let's give it up for Maggie.
Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she pleasant?
So Maggie, you are surrounded by 600 of your closest friends and family here. Is there anything you would like to say just to them?
Sure. I'd like to thank everybody that came, and I'd like to congratulate every person who has received the award, and keep trucking forward.
So will we see you at 60 years?
I hope so.
Ah, you got it right here. Come back in 5 years.